It all started with a toothbrush. Not even a fancy one, just a bright pink child-sized toothbrush with a cartoon cat on a handle. I thought maybe Amazon had made a mistake, or I clicked something by accident during a late-night scroll. I tossed it in the drawer and didn't think twice. Then the packages kept coming. Cat-themed socks, tuna-scented candles, a scratching post shaped like a pyramid. Every morning, a new box waited on my porch, addressed to me, paid in full. At first, it was amusing. I joked to my friends that maybe my cat, Miso, was secretly placing orders. After all, the items were always feline-related. But then I started checking my purchase history, and that's when things got weirder. The orders were real. They showed up in my Amazon account, time-stamped between 2 o'clock and 4 a.m. when I was always fast asleep. But I hadn't placed them. I changed my password, enabled two-step verification, even logged out of every device. Still, the orders continued. Even stranger, they were getting more expensive. A heated cat bed that cost over $200, a diamond-studded collar, organic salmon fillets. I live alone. No one else has access to my phone or computer. That left one possibility. Someone was breaking in while I slept. I set up a baby monitor in the living room. I wasn't sure what I expected to catch. Some neighborhood prankster? A tech-savvy raccoon? The next morning, I reviewed the footage. My blood ran cold. At exactly 2:13 a.m., the camera showed Miso jumping onto my desk, tapping at the keyboard with remarkable precision. She nudged my phone with her nose, swiped the screen, and even used her paw to press the home button. Then, she tapped her way into the Amazon app, scrolled through a list of recommended for you, and placed an order for a robotic mouse toy. I sat back in disbelief. Was this real? Could cats do that? Was I sleepwalking and hallucinating the whole thing? But the time stamps didn't lie. And the next morning, the toy arrived. Miso batted it around the living room like it was a trophy. That night, I decided to stay up and catch her in the act. I brewed strong coffee and sat in the dark, pretending to sleep. At around 2 a.m., Miso stirred at the foot of my bed. Her eyes glowed faintly in the low light, and her movements were unnaturally silent. She padded out of the bedroom, tail swishing behind her like a metronome. I followed, barefoot, making sure the floorboards didn't creak. In the living room, she leapt onto the desk. I crouched behind the sofa, peeking over the armrest. Miso sat upright, strangely upright. Her paws hovered above the keyboard. And then she began typing. Not randomly, purposefully. She navigated browser tabs, flipped between screens, and even opened incognito mode. My cat was shopping like a human. But there was more. She pulled something from under the desk. It was a tiny headset, modified to fit her head. With trembling hands, I zoomed in with my phone camera. The headset lit up with a pulsing red glow. That's when I saw a reflection in the laptop screen. Not just a cat, but something else. Her eyes weren't normal. They flickered, showing glimpses of something ancient, something wrong. Then the screen blinked. A distorted voice came from the laptop speakers, whispering in a language I didn't understand. Miso nodded. My cat nodded. I stifled a scream. Suddenly, she turned and looked right at me. I froze. Her head tilted slowly, unnaturally, as if to say, "Now you know." The lights flickered. My laptop began glitching, icons rearranging themselves into a symbol that resembled a cat's eye with ancient runes inside it. The room grew colder. Miso leapt down and padded toward me. I backed away. Then she spoke, in a voice that was both hers and not hers. "You weren't supposed to see this." I blacked out. When I woke up, it was morning. Everything was normal. The laptop was shut. The headset was gone. Miso was napping in a sunbeam like nothing had happened. But I knew. I'd seen too much. And she knew I spent the next few days acting normal. Feeding Miso. Petting her like always. But inside, I was spiraling. I stopped sleeping. I installed more cameras, hidden this time, across the apartment. I took screenshots of the strange symbol that had appeared on my screen. Reverse image searches brought up disturbing results. Ancient cults, forgotten deities, and references to a feline order, the fourth eye. It sounded like conspiracy theory junk until I found a Reddit thread. My cat knows my passwords. There were others. People who'd noticed similar things. Cats behaving oddly, ordering items online, opening smart locks, even manipulating smart home devices. But the posts always ended abruptly. Either the user deleted their account, or there was radio silence. I posted my own footage. Within hours, my account was banned. That night, Miso sat on my chest while I lay frozen in bed. Her eyes were wide open, unblinking. "I warned you," she said softly, "but you had to dig." "What are you?" I whispered. She purred. "I am a harbinger. A whisper in the code. You let the machines into your home, and we found a way in through them." "Why the shopping?" "Distractions," she said. "Tokens. We mark our territory. Each purchase binds your space further to us. Soon, others will follow. Others." She jumped down. At that moment, I heard a knock at the door. A delivery. I didn't answer it. In the following days, more cats appeared. Strays at first. Then neighbors' cats started sitting on my windowsill, just staring. One even brought a package and placed it at my doorstep like a gift. Inside was a small hoodie that said property of the Feline Order. I packed a bag and left that night. I didn't even take Miso. She watched me go, her gaze sharp, knowing. Now I live in a cabin with no Wi-Fi, no smart tech, no devices of any kind. But sometimes I wake up to paw prints on the window. And one night, I found a small package on the porch. Inside was my old toothbrush, the pink one with the cartoon cat on it.